Titans taking the field a moment ago. They're ready for football as their Titans are set to match up with the Indianapolis Colts. The shadow's starting to get a bit longer. Week 10 of the NFL season is here, and we're underway on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tannehill on first down. He'll get this one complete. That's A.J. Brown. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
Strip that ball. Switch. Play.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Colts territory. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. This running game's so important for them, and they know that. It helped lead them to a victory last week when he was over 100 yards.
Let's face it, it's their identity, and that's what they want to play to. They want to be that team that runs the ball really well each and every week, and right now we're seeing a pretty good pattern of that happening.
And he gets this inside the 35-yard line. Give him 14 on that one and a first down. Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, where that continuity is there, and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense, because someone's going to run.
Touchdown, Titans! Julio Jones with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans have taken a first-quarter lead. With these Thursday night games, sometimes you get those quick turnarounds. You wonder how a team's going to start. They started really well.
Everyone's always wondering, going into a Thursday night game, who has their legs, who has the overall health of a team. But mentally, if you get that early edge, the other team might think to itself, it's been a short week, we're not really ready to go. You might run them into the ground that way. That's why getting that early score means a lot.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Colts take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Working from the gun, Wentz. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
A gain of 15.
15 yards is the pickup there, and the drive starting very nicely. First down. From the gun, it's Wentz. He completes this one to Mack. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. Boy, 30 more yards and another first down. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for first and 10. Shotgun now for Wentz. It's complete here to T.Y. Hilton. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. This gain not quite as good as the last, but still over 40 yards between the two.
Colts.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Campbell making the catch. And able to get this down inside the 15, either the 13 or 14 before he's out of bounds. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion.
Brings up 2nd and 2.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Marlon Mack, his first carry of the game. And the Colts are going to have a 1st and goal as he's able to take this inside the 10 to the 8.
Good pickup there by Marlon Mack, and he was a 1,000-yard runner in 2019 and has been very consistent in moving the ball for the Colts. Last 2 seasons, at least 8 touchdowns rushing each year.
They'll run the screen with Mack. And the Colts are going to be set up with a 1st and goal on a pass play that moves them all the way down to the 1. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off of the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. Looking to run with Mack. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. Only a yard that time, so now a decision to be made here on 4th and goal. Defense didn't budge on 3rd down. Now what are we going to see on 4th?
We are soon to find out, but does this feel like old school football or what?
Oh,
right?
Yeah.
This is an old-fashioned goal line stand. I know what I would call on offense. I would go for it. And I want some type of a play where my quarterback has a chance to run it or throw it. I don't just want one static play.
The offense is staying out there. Here we go on 4th and goal from the 1. Tried the hard count, but to no avail.
Trying to do anything to get them to jump off sides and pick up a 1st down easily. Instead, it goes against them.
Blankenship for the Colts field goal. A 23-yard attempt.
Blankenship's kick is good. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, it's only 3, but at least they're able to answer back after giving up the touchdown to start the game.
Yeah, I like the observation there because getting some points on the board, very positive for them. Feel a little bit better about things because if you don't score, you potentially have opened the door for them to score again, and then you're down 14.
At their own 25-yard line.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. He'll start with a give to Kamara. He's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they will pay dividends as the game progresses.
On 2nd down, Kamara. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. Well, they're making an effort to get the ground game going tonight. So far, it's working.
I like what we're seeing from the offensive line. They seem to have the leverage going, and they're controlling things and reestablishing the line of scrimmage, moving that defensive front backwards. But also like what the runner's giving us, too. It appears that he's been waiting all day long to get out here and take off.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. So after the run by Kamara, now another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. Over the middle here to Brown. Touchdown, Titans. A.J. Brown, his second touchdown on the season. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead.
As a fan, is there anything prettier than a well-executed post route?
No, it's a thing of beauty, especially when it's done like that for a touchdown.
How about the throw, the catch, and how about the run after to get it to the end zone?
Gostkowski the extra point, and that pushes the lead up to 11. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They're throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
Well, that one's all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard.
You can try and underthrow it and go back shoulder, but your timing has to be impeccable. And here, I think it was much more of a duck than a designed back shoulder throw.
Now a 1st down carry. It's Kamara. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. That'll wind up going for a loss of 4. And it'll bring up a 2nd and 14. From the gun, here's Tannehill. That's to his running back. It's Alvin Kamara. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3.
To Alvin Kamara.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. Now a play fake, and it's Tannehill. This pass complete to Reynolds. And he will have a Titans 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 27 yards there on a very nice 3rd down conversion.
10 at the 12-yard line.
They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he goes backwards here, losing yardage back to the 16. It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up second down.
Back at the 16-yard line.
He will push his way down to about the 14. They'll get a couple yards back, but not more than that. They'll be left with 12 yards to go on third down.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
After the run, Tannehill going to throw.
He'll get this one underneath to Kamara.
And he's going to come up well shy of the first here as the tackle's made right around the 12. That's going to bring up fourth down, only a gain of 2 there.
A 29-yard attempt.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they will stretch the lead now to 17-3. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points. Able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
This will make it into the end zone. And Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25.
25-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
On the option, this is Wentz.
And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
So that was all you're looking for on a play like that. Get the first down and keep the drive moving.
Yeah, it just looked to me like he just said to himself, I've got this. I'll take it. I'll pick it up, and let's keep moving. Get the first down, get a new set, and let's start over.
A man coming off back-to-back 2,000-yard seasons. Here's Jonathan Taylor with it.
No gain on the play there. Second down.
As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
On second down, here's a run with Mack. And he's dropped right at the 40. Gain of 3. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
3-yard gain on the play. Brings up third down.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman and have a look back at our first half, as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. Over the middle, complete. That's Mack.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as they're able to get the third down conversion.
That's good for an Indianapolis first down on a gain of 10. From midfield, here's Wentz. Oh, nearly a disaster there on the check down. But they'll get it back.
Incomplete.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. To throw, it's Wentz. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Mack. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 36. That one for Indianapolis, resulting in 15 yards and a fresh set of downs. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Wentz to throw again. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And an incomplete pass. That'll stop the clock here with just under a minute to play in half number 1.
I usually hesitate when I say a guy's got world-class speed, but this guy might. So let's fire the starter's pistol. Let's go. If you've got him, you've got to try and use him. A lot of anticipation with the ball in the air, but no, incomplete.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes his quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. Now Wentz on 3rd down. 4th down now as the Titans defense holds up in coverage. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
And this one will not get there. It's off to the left anyway. It's no good, and this score will stay right where it is.
NFL kickers nowadays, they make things look so easy because normally from this range, about 2 out of 3. And this is not an easy kick.
Yeah, 20 years ago, you get where he was in that 50 range, maybe a little over. And he's got it at the 15. And finally, he is out of bounds, but not before taking it down near the 15. So after the big play, look at this, all the way down at the 15 now on 1st and 10. From the gun, it's a run for Kamara. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Alvin Kamara, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Titans are able to extend their lead.
That score that they just gave up there, that's a tough one for their defense to swallow because they've had a tough time through the first 2 quarters. They really were determined to get a stop there, unable to do so. That makes their comeback hopes that much more difficult.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
Just over 30 seconds to go in the half. They've got it 1st and 10. And with time running short here, they'll simply take a knee, and that should do it for half number 1.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Well, the white flag coming out as they line up to kneel on it. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. The Colts getting the football first, and they trail here as we are back underway in quarter number 3. That'll be taken about a yard deep, and Rodgers will hold on to this one, and it'll come out to the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. They're down 3 touchdowns to this point, needing to put something together as they have it 1st and 10. Third quarter starts with a run by Mack. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
So I think it's time to abandon that plan and start chucking it all over the park. And you know who's excited about that? The defensive front. They got a chance to pin their ears back and get after them now.
The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Now Wentz. Going for Hilton, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Denard. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside. Inside the 15-yard line.
Pass intercepted. The Titans take over 1st and 10.
So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in our second-half blowout material.
They'll try to get the offense going with Kamara, and he'll get about 3 just outside the 10, stopped at the 11.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Again, it's Kamara. And he stopped immediately there. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
In danger of squandering their great field position as they come up on a 3rd and 7. And they'll rally and stop him short of the 1st down at about the 6. Call it a gain of 4, and it'll bring up 4th down.
A 4-yard gain. It's 4th down.
And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. This is an easy one, 23-yarder. And it bangs off the right upright, no good. And this score will stay right where it is. So that's one you almost never see at this level. A wobbler from very short range, and it winds up no good.
All right, Brandon, if he slipped or someone got a hand on it, then I could understand it, but it's almost like he heard a whistle or something to stop this swing. A very strange result, especially for an NFL kicker.
Switch it, come on, switch it. Under 10, 10.
And now the first throw for the backup quarterback. That's complete to Jack Doyle, the tight end. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
It's going to be a long day. Check safety.
Eason sets to throw it.
Catch made here by Campbell. Past the 20. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Paris Campbell, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Colts are able to cut into this lead. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
and you know that there's an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
So after the touchdown, here's Blankenship kicking off. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Titans take over 1st and 10 at their own 26.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. Their lead down from 21 to 14, but still sitting in a great spot. Up 2 scores here in the 3rd quarter.
On 1st and 10, Tannehill. Open receiver, that's Hayden Hurst, the tight end. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 25 yards there on the catch and run. Now from Colts territory, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Running with Kamara. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
The ball carrier.
Well, I think after that run, the defense get back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards, and now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them, and do I have enough confidence to make a play?
On 2nd down and 4, Tannehill. Short throw underneath to Hurst. It'll be a gain of 4, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches. He's been quiet today in the passing game, just his 2nd catch.
Yeah, and people have to come up with schemes to limit him, and what a lot of teams do, they'll double him, use a linebacker underneath, a safety over the top. Sometimes they'll just take a corner, maybe their 3rd corner if he's a bigger guy, and put him on a man-to-man to try and limit his touches. Just keep mixing it up, give him different angles, different looks, like a good boxer does.
Here's Kamara trying to run for it. And he's going to have the 1st down at about the 38.
That's good.
Call it a 1-yard gain on the play. And it'll result in a fresh set of downs.
At the 38-yard line.
On 1st down, it's Tannehill. Eluding the pressure right. That's complete to his running back, Kamara. After all that, they only wind up with a yard. It's 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Flush to his right. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
Play action, it's Tannehill. And he comes back with one complete. And some space here. And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That one goes for 36 yards.
Oftentimes now, offenses aren't nearly as precise as days gone by. They just tell receivers, find an open patch of grass and let the quarterback find you. And that's exactly what they did on that play. First with the pass through the air. Nice chunk of yardage.
And he will score. Touchdown, Titans. Alvin Kamara with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Whoa. He just yanked that one well to the left and no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minutes. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Eason going to throw it out of the shotgun. And he's going to lose yardage here, as they will switch ends as time is run out on this third quarter of play. Back now in Nashville, it's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the fourth quarter. The Colts on third down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This will be third and forever. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Give him 8 yards on the carry, and that's going to bring up fourth down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
And when it's said and done, it's a 58-yard punt, and it'll be Titan football.
At their own 30-yard line.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. They've got a chance now to put this game away following that last defensive stop and punt. They begin on the ground with Kamara, and he'll have a gain of 3 to the 33.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Out of the gun, Tannehill. And he fires one that's intercepted. Tanner Muse with it. And they are going to set up shop at the 40-yard line. So they get the takeaway, but that's just step one. They still have a lot of work to do.
But they don't want to focus on that now. Now it's about getting the ball in the end zone and hoping they can take it away again.
Yeah, still 3-score game, though, fourth quarter. He lets this one fly toward the back of the end zone. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he will take it on out to the 20-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
Tannehill and the Titans come up now 1st and 10 at the 20. And he'll drop here to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Call it 7 yards on the carry, so a pretty good gain, but still left with a tough 3rd and 8.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
3rd and 8.
The Titans on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. They run it again with Kamara. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
1st and 10 at their own 21-yard line.
Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe. Let me breathe for a minute, man. Let me breathe for a minute. Let me breathe. It's too hot, drop the top off the wagon. Lay back, flying out.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
And the Colts first down.
On first down, they'll stay with Mack on the ground. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. It's a loss of 4 on the first down play.
I think this offense, specifically this running game, they're going to have to find a way to turn the page because they haven't found a way to run it effectively thus far, and it's cost them.
Now this throw caught left side. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
Colts.
Here's Eason to throw. Campbell making the catch. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down. You got the big lead defensively. Willing to give him that underneath stuff, right?
And this is why you work on your tackling. Tackle them after the catch, inbounds, keep the clock running. Just go ahead and bleed the game out that way.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's going to bring up 3rd and 5.
What a luxury to have a guy like this who can not only spell your starter, but can come in and keep drives going.
And it's 3rd down.
Eason. He's going to let it fly. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Defensively that time, they were in zone coverage. As a rookie QB, what lesson can you learn there?
Well, understand this. You saw zone in college, and the defensive backs reacted, but they don't react like they do on this level. So when they're in zone and they see the ball coming to them, they'll react at least a half a second faster. You've got to know where you want to go with the ball and be decisive with it. Otherwise, the end result can be something you don't like.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Good gain there on first down. It keeps them in a running situation, probably.
They did everything right on that play, didn't they? They got the leverage up front, good blocking, nice hole for him, ends up picking up nice yardage, stays in bounds to keep the clock rolling. They are in charge of this scenario right now. They want to stay that way.
And not in any rush offensively. We're going out of bounds. A big play on the ground there. It goes for 36 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. Tannehill going to throw it. Flushed out right. He'll try and run it. And he'll go down inside the 45 before going out of bounds. He'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble. And it's 2nd down.
Gain of 4. It's now 2nd and 6.
Kamara. 3 yards is half of what they needed. Now can they get the other 3 here on 3rd down? Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. He needed 2, he got 1, and that's going to leave him with 4th down and a yard.
Brings up 4th down and 1. Tonight's
Charles, I think when the schedule comes out, all teams, no matter where they're predicted to finish, talk about protecting your home turf. They were able to do that here in this one.
Similar to a tennis match, right? Not letting them break your serve. That way you